Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Monster Tale. I am MegaFreak400, and last time we were in the Demon Train section of Ethan's Kingdom, and this time we are back in the Autumn Thicket to obtain an ability that will help us move forward. I know, technically we didn't, go into the next section, so we are not being blocked by progress, but, if you could tell by the game's formulaic nature, typically it's go to a new area of a kingdom, backtrack to get an ability to continue forward in that new area. Well, a little bit less so in Mead's Kingdom, because it was the beginning of the game and you need to earn abilities, and you can't really backtrack to the first area of the game. But, after that, it's pretty much been go to a new area and then backtrack to the area to go forward. Which isn't a bad thing that this game has a little bit of a formula to it, because it does try new things, specifically with Chomp's ability to, when he learns a move, he can master it and then apply it to other forms. And there's quite a bit of customability in terms of, like, movesets for the monsters, or for Chomp, rather. I kind of wish the game was either a little longer or it took less to level up Chomp, because it does seem like that, it's a pretty cool aspect, but it doesn't get to shine due to the short length of the game and the fact that it's just easier to... You don't really need to use it, you can just keep Chomp in one form, because the game isn't too difficult without having to worry about customability. But I do like the fact that that exists. But one of the great things about this game, besides just the gameplay, though, even though it is a little bit formulaic, is the fact that it's just got a beautiful style to it with the music. I mean, even as much as I said that I loved Ethan's Kingdom's music, I really do like the music for this area quite a bit too. And I know I mentioned, like I said, oh really, there are only, I think Warrior Land Shake It was Warrior Land Shake It was one of the few games left that had like 2D on console, but that's not true. Rayman and Origins and Legends, whenever that comes out, technically are 2D as well. But the one thing that's specific to this game is it's got a sprite-based look to it. Like, those games are more, they're not really sprite-based. They don't have, like, this is an SNES type feel of having, the best way I can describe it is sprite-based feel, and I'm glad Dream Rift is keeping that art style alive with Monster Tale, and now Epic Mickey and Epic Mickey Power of Illusions, whenever that comes out. And then Henry Hatsworth, which I still need to get. But now we have the ability to do this, and that's pretty... You're probably not going to use it much. I know I sometimes accidentally do that move, but that's not a move I really actively try to do, because it's kind of just, I don't know, doesn't really seem to serve much of a purpose. But anyway, I will be right back, so I will cut back and see you back in Ethan's Kingdom. Oh cool, Chomp learned Water Attack Affinity 3. That's awesome. I will now, now cut back, so I'll see you guys. Okay, we are back in Ethan's Kingdom, and we are going to head to the next area, which has probably arguably my favorite music in the game, the Factory Fortress, and the music in this is just awesome. It might seem just kind of okay right now, like not too amazing, but it gets better once it starts picking up in the middle of the song. This area is not too difficult overall. Well, it can be tricky, I guess. There are some tricky elements to this area. Specifically, there are lasers, which we'll see in a second. But, no, the hardest part of the game will be the last section, when we go after Priscilla. Since, I mean, it was pretty obvious we were going to have to go after Priscilla. She's the last Kid King, or Kid Queen. But, her section actually can be quite tricky. Especially if you just are careless. Okay, yeah, right here, this song gets really good. That's the one thing that I find, I don't know, oh wow, I jumped there. That's one thing I found with this game is I tend to overestimate, I don't know if it's because of Ellie's abilities. Okay, yeah, this area is blocked, and that's the way we have to go, but we actually need someone's help. Someone who's familiar to continue forward. But sometimes, Ellie has such, so many abilities and so many, like, that just pretty much, kill enemies without too much problems, and Chomp's got all these abilities too. I feel like sometimes I overestimate her abilities, and I also overestimate the fact that enemies can do quite a bit of damage to you, quite a bit, because I'm used to like games where they do one heart of damage. Sometimes they can do more depending on the attack. So that tends to be my downfall in this game, because even though it's not too difficult, you do have to be careful, because if you know, like right there, if you keep being careless, you can easily just get screwed over, and it has screwed me over before. That was part of the problem, I think, with Mead. I mean, Mead isn't too difficult of a boss, but I know I was careless when I fight Mead. Ooh, multi-boost, cool. We mastered that trait. Though I'd argue that that Zoe isn't even Zoe's boss fight actually isn't just being careless. Zoe's boss fight actually can be quite difficult, regardless of whether or not you're careless or not. Okay, cool. Some more diamonds. We have a lot of money. Money is not funny. Money is nice to have in this game. It also seems like it takes a lot to grind up for enough money too, because like I don't even have all of Ellie's ability, or like you can buy like up to the third one, and I barely have all the second upgrades that she gets, because there are 3 levels of upgrades you can buy from Jinx. Again, it almost feels like this game should have been a little bit longer, but at the same time, it feels like a decent length. So it's more like the gameplay ability or gameplay aspects really work better in a longer game, but the game itself is, in my opinion, a pretty perfect length. Didn't really need to be that much longer. And I hope that Chomp will soon become the next form. I know I should be okay. Like I don't think he's level 3 yet, but I should be okay if he's level 30 as long as he just keeps fighting things. But it can take a long time to get the final form, so it might not be until the final area. That's typically whenever he... I think the first time I played, maybe because I grinded more, I think the first time he did level up sooner, but again, I think I was grinding more with Drill and Me Mister. I abuse that move to heck. I know I'm abusing it right now with all the grinding here, but I don't know, it's so easy to use too. Because it also is a long range attack too. Okay, here. So Jinx, you actually do have to buy something from him that you're forced to buy for story elements. The Clear the Avalanche package, which is quite expensive. Luckily I have enough. And yeah, he's taking a page from Moneybags from Spyro by asking for a small fee. So I mean, he's a good guy. He's trying to help you. He wants off his kingdom free, but he's not going to just, you know, he also likes money. That's why he's making you buy all this stuff. I can't really blame him. I still love Jinx. He's got an awesome design. I love Jinx. We need to see more. They should just make Jinx have a game. This Jinx, not like Jinx in terms of Pokemon, because that would be horrifying. Not that I honestly really mind Jinx, but I don't have a problem with Jinx, but it just... who would want a Jinx focused game just with her? Actually, there are a lot of characters named Jinx, and there's always like, there's Jinx with the Y and then Jinx with an I. For some reason, I like it better with an I. Or not an I, Y. Like Jinx. I think you can spell Jinx with an I. Maybe the Y gives the extra sound, but whatever, I don't know. English. Okay, we're actually almost ready to go in. This area is really short, actually, because now we are ready to go and fight Ethan. But first I will save. Mostly because then it heals me, less so about actually saving. But, yeah, you may be wondering actually why I'm heading up this way, because, yeah, technically, I can go fight Ethan now, as I was, saying. Oh, I am level 30. But I'm actually gonna go and buy some of Ellie's abilities, because you couldn't buy from that Jinx down there, so I'm gonna go head up to the Jinx up here first. And go through the Frigid Cliffs, which has quite a bit slightly less epic music. Probably don't need to go buy anything for Ellie. I can probably hold off, but, you know, might as well. It'll just give me a better chance against Ethan. Ethan's not too bad, as you'll see, as a boss. Definitely easier than Zoe, I feel. But that's not saying much, because Zoe is quite tricky. Okay, come on. That's the other thing that's cool about Drill Me Mister is it can block, you know, attacks from enemies like that, you know, blue stuff. Okay, what should I get? Yeah, I guess I'll get the melee damage and energy gain. And I do not have any more money for anything else, but mostly because being able to quickly get back up your blaster abilities, because I abuse that. I know I do. I know one of my friends actually doesn't use the blaster. It uses the punches more for this game to rack up combos, which is fine. That's the one thing that's nice about this game is it allows different ways to play. You can either play with the blaster, play with the doing the entire game with combos. And again, like I said, Chomp himself is totally customizable in terms of different movesets you can give him. And different traits you can, or the little enhancers like the attack up and stuff. You could pretty much, if you get enough from all the other different monsters, you could just stack attack ups on one of the forms. So I love that aspect. Oh, what am I doing? I need to go up here. There, no. There we go. I was being silly. Okay, let's save again. Do. Love this music. And now the path is clear, so we can continue forward. Hello, Ethan, and his monster, who is in a robot. I like Ethan's team too, actually, surprisingly. I like Zoe's better, but... So yeah, people didn't take him seriously, and now he can do whatever he wants. And they won't have to laugh at him, because, like the kids wouldn't probably take him seriously because he was into science, and the adults wouldn't take him seriously because he's a kid. And yeah, Nathan can actually talk. He's this kind of weird thing that's in that robot. Is it ludicrous speed? Isn't that from, like, Spaceballs, I think? I'm surprised they make that reference here. I could be wrong, actually. It might not be from that, but, I should actually watch that movie. It's a pretty cool parody of, Star Wars from what I've heard. Anyway, yeah, this boss isn't too difficult. This portion can be tricky. It's also, let's see if I can get in a... Nah, maybe now. Yeah, you can use the Drill Me Mister to quickly block the lasers and also attack him. And he's, unlike Zoe's, he's an easy target because he just kind of stands there. He does move a bit, but like I said, he's easier to hit because he's just, kind of there compared to, like, Mr. Lobster, who was all over the place. So, this boss is definitely, arguably easier. In fact, he's almost dead at this. Well, still quite a bit. Okay, this is actually really easy to avoid. Pretty much just keep switching back Chomp between both screens so he gets confused. However, if it locks into Ellie, that's going to be a problem because you can't switch with Ellie. So you want to make sure you try to lock on to Chomp if you can. Oh crap. Come on, come on. No! Chomp, hit it again. Oh, darn it. Well, whatever. I'm still in a pretty good position. Just keep wailing on him. And that's really not ludicrous speed. That's really quite slow. Okay, damn it. Ah, I hate when I miss with that. That's the one problem with that move is if you use it the wrong moment, you can... Okay, wait, he's dead. Yeah, not too difficult, honestly. Aww. And Nathan's kind of cute like that. I don't understand how we could lose. Well... See, you still technically had, you could still lose though. You had like a 0.3% or 0.03% chance of losing, and we beat the odds. So yes, the crystal. it drains power from other sources, and that can be a bad thing because, and yeah, that's how Priscilla was able to go in like Mead's Kingdom at that one point, because she can teleport with the crystal. But basically, she's saying, I guess Ellie kind of figured out she's using the monsters to drain the energy from the monsters, and she's going to invade the human world. I think she mentions that. I think she said that the monsters were being drained. And yeah, I love how Ethan's just kind of like, oh, well, I didn't know that. And yeah, they don't really know why they're in the monster world. But here is something interesting. They're actually referencing Henry Hatsworth right here. Yeah, see? And something else they mention here real quick is, yeah, Ellie's mentioning him being, that person being, oh, Henry Hatsworth being her uncle, great uncle. But also the assistant looks like Ethan, and they do look quite similar. I don't know if I don't know if they're the exact same character model, but they are similar in design, I believe, from what I've seen of the of Henry Hatsworth. Like I said, I still need to play that game. But anyway, we got another Kid King is now defeated. We have another Kid Key, and now it's time to go after Priscilla, because she's been in charge for way too long, and it's caused too much destruction, and we need to stop her from invading the human world. So we will be doing that next time. For now is... Okay, see, there's still that small sliver. You may think, oh, well, he's going to get there right away. Nope, but it's still going to take a while before I finally get the Chomp form I want. But, you know, I'm willing to wait. But anyway, so yeah, that's about it for this episode. And that's about it for the Factory Fortress and for Ethan. So I've been Maker 400, and I'm reminding you that Ethan is cool.